Technology changes at the drop of a hat, and HouseSmarts is here to guide you every step of the way.
The internet is a world of its own, and with that, it's easy to find yourself in a vulnerable spot in order to protect yourself and your privacy. Cybersecurity isn't something you can just buy or install. It's something obtained through simple choices and knowledge. Pat Migliaccio, a software developer, is here to give you some advice to maintain decent security at home.
One of the most common issues with internet security is the user is at fault in terms of taking missteps or being misled down the wrong path and being prone to certain security issues that might result from it. So a lot of times email is one of the main issues where a malicious individual is sending some sort of email or reaching out to an individual trying to get you to leak sensitive information. So something like sending you an Amazon gift card and collect that $100 when it's really not Amazon sending you that information, and it brings you to a site that might be fake or phony and collect your information, and then using that information or that sensitive data against you or on behalf of you without your knowledge. Generally, when you're doing web browsing, you want to make sure that, once again, where you're going is a trusted source. So you want to look at the URL and make sure that's exactly the site that you intended to go to. Whether there's a misspelling in it or it's a site that has a different top-level domain, so instead of .com it says .cx or another address that you weren't aware that you were going to. So I would suggest that you would install an additional antivirus software onto your computer to protect you against this bad software. And based on that, then you can also use the tools that are already available on your computer, whether you're using Windows or Mac, there's already protection software installed. For the user to protect themselves is to make sure that you're using very strong passwords. So you want to use multiple characters, numbers, special characters, just to make the passwords a bit more complex, so it prevents something called a brute force attack. I would suggest making sure you have strong passwords and also making sure that your passwords across multiple accounts are different. What I recommend to a user is if you see an email and you don't know where it's from or what it's about, just don't open it. Just leave it closed and make sure that you report it to spam. There's other services out there where you can go and you can reach out and you can report fraudulent information or malicious information that you found on the internet. And I highly recommend checking that out if you have the time.